Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, no, you'll stand tall.
What is with these ridiculously long intros with this meditation music on? Okay, I am all about meditation, but not when I'm making a Shanny video. Let's get to it.
What's up, my folks? How's you doing? What's going on? Okay, so... We got the beezers beezing, but no, you're gonna spread lies in my chat. You're gonna be nixed from my chat. Just remember that. Just remember that.
Okay, Shanny. Teacher Shanny will remember that. You'll be nixed from my channel. Like, people can't just go make another alt and come right back in. How do you think I get in there, dopey? How do you think I get in?
So Foodie Beauty decided to go and expose me last night over something that happened almost 5 years ago in 2020. When my house was broken into, when I was over state lines in Colorado.
When your house was broken into. Now, most of you know what she's talking about. At first, I thought she meant the key fob lie, but there's so many lies I can't keep up. She's talking about when they left for Colorado and the state their house was in.
And people ransacked my house and took pictures of the house, and then they got in trouble with the law over it. But we're not going to go into that, because
we're going to go straight into that, because that's not what happened at all. This is what happened, actually. I love how you think people don't remember this, as if it never happened. Like, you act like, well, let's just see.
How's things going, guys? Yeah. The garage door at our address is open. Anybody in Colorado that's near it, go in and get anything you can. There's tons of stuff that's worth a lot of money.
When you walk in, the first smell is feces, some scented something or another. Lots of like tobacco smell, probably something mixed with, probably something heavily mixed with, oh god, I can't think, it's weird. Yeah, that's blood. All over the wall. God knows how long. That stinks. Oh, that reeks. Ooh, what? Okay, yeah, no, see? Ooh. Like, oh, this is terrible. Child's bed. Again, I was paid to come in here and just take a film and get the hell out. So that's what I'm doing. Hold my breath in here because I can smell this is where it's coming from. They've left the bathroom lights on and the vent here. It's just god awful. This is... I'm not sure what actually is that. It's nothing here. It's a body and like cigarette. Like I want to try to say it was something, but I don't smell it. It's not like it was just... I'm walking over a 2-foot tall over and I'm like... You can't have food sitting open. This place. This is god awful. Food, trash, sink.
This is the master bedroom. He says he had to climb on top of feet of clothing in order to move around. You know how lazy and smelly you must be for you to keep all of your attire on your dirty, unkempt flooring? They have so many frivolous luxuries within this space. They have their own microwave and mini fridge, while their children are living in despair. They also are always complaining in their lives from this space, which is adjacent to where their kids sleep. So anytime they are swearing or complaining, their children pick up on it. If the parents don't care, why would the kids? They are so revolting that they just dump their dishes in their bathroom sink. You know how ridiculous that is? The room is literally adjacent to the kitchen, so they could have exerted 3 extra steps in order to properly put them away. There are bugs and stains all over the place. This is like a cursed image you'd find on the internet years ago. I am not happy about what's coming next. This is the mentally challenged boys' room. They have a kiddie pool full of plushes that have remained. They left the lighting on. Apparently when they left, they thought they'd spite the owner by not cleaning or turning anything off, including that pink Christmas tree in this room. I won't show the bathroom, but it's disgusting, and full of excrement and bugs are flying literally out of the sink. It's a thing from a horror video game. At least this bedroom has a frame so the bed isn't lying on the floor. At the very least, we are fortunate that only the bathroom has stains all over the walls. This room, also fortunately, does not have any obvious wall stains. Apparently their kids also frequently use the bathroom outside, which is an obvious sign of internal dysfunction and potential trauma. If you had no access to a clean restroom, you'd behave the same way. It's really just sad.
One yet? Having fun? Oh, I just want to let everyone know the police have been notified of someone breaking into my house. Thanks.
So, I mean, we've all seen that 100 times. This is from not last night, but the night before, and she's still going with this lie? Are you kidding? Someone broke into your house 30 seconds after you said go into our house and take anything you want? Shit's worth money? Your lies are pathetic, Shannon.
Decided to go and lie about it for years. And I never stood up for myself.
Oh, you never stood up for yourself. Oh, you poor baby. It looked like you were standing up for yourself when you were screaming the N-word at G-Man over and over again and saying that you were going to put him out on the street. You are oh my God. Did you forget your life?
That's why I get that amount of hate I did, because I never stood up for myself, but not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. See.
Oh yeah, Miss Tough Girl, what you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Sit on the couch and talk a bunch of nonsense that no one's gonna believe anyway because you're a pathological liar? Go on, I'm so riveted.
I learned something. I'm not gonna take shit from anyone anymore. Not Jason. Not the trolls. Not Foodie Beauty. Goddamn no one.
Oh, well, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon, and I'm sure some other creators aren't either, so what are you gonna do about it, Shannon? What are you gonna do about it?
No one. You're gonna say I'm a lie, you're gonna be blocked too, because I'm not lying. And you're gonna be blocked too for lying. Are you gonna derail my chat? I can turn off the chat if you want, so you guys can listen. You want me to do that? You want me to turn off the chat? You want me to turn off the chat? I'll turn off the chat if you want. I'll turn off the chat if you want.
Who the hell cares? You're gonna turn off the chat because you are getting called out because you're you and you're so disliked. That's why you want to turn off the chat. It has nothing to do. You want me to turn off the chat? Is that a threat? Nobody cares. Shut off the fucking chat. Everyone's still going to feel the same way about you that they do now. So turn off the chat because you're a coward and you can't face the truth.
All right. All right. Yes, Yale, I do see you. All right. Mimi Pondu, I'm going to mess this up for everyone. Mimi Pondu. Isn't Mimi Pondu Foodie Beauty? I'll let you win. I'm not going to block you, girl.
You wish it was Foodie Beauty because you are so obsessed with her and the attention that she gets and the amount of money she probably makes. I don't know, but I'm sure it's way more than you.
All right. All right. How to you? Is it Kaylee? My artistic son? Learn how to spell first. But you're just going to continue spreading that. Keep spreading it. I don't care. Things were done and said out of anger a long time ago. And this shit has been going over and over and over and over and over and over again for years. All right. Thank you, Kaylee. Now, apparently, someone wants to be glib. Someone wants to be a little smartass, and someone wants to put this veil of piousness on her. You got no piousness. Let there be peace. Uh-huh. So, let's start this monstrosity with her stupid fucking thing she's played for years and her stupid cameo where she's being very cringy. Are you done being cringy? No, she's not done being cringy. She's just going to continue being cringy with her film.
I don't know anything about Chantal. It was never somebody that I followed. Are you seriously going to call her out for being cringy? When you're the cringiest woman on this whole entire platform? Do you know how many videos I could pull up that are just pure cringe?
Filters, trying to look thinner than what she is. I use no filters. See, Booty? I use no filters. Thank you, Lenny. She did make a video about me. I guess I pissed her off. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with pissing you off, bitch. Let me move my mic a little closer. Ooh. Let me see if this is the right, yeah, this is the fault. It'll work. We'll put the CC on, because, you know, meh. Turn this down to the volume I need to, so it doesn't overlay. Her points about you were invalid. She's just mad. I know she's mad. She doesn't like the fact that people are calling her out over her cat, which I had nothing to do with, but she's going to put me in the group because, you know, I said something. Uh-huh. Nice to know. Nice to know. I really don't fucking care. I need to pour me some ginger ale. I've been having some nausea because I'm actually, you know, thinking about my health and actually doing the Ozempic.
Oh my God, you're taking care of your health by taking the Ozempic when you drink freaking soda and have people order you pizzas and, you can't lose that much weight on Ozempic when you're 600 pounds. Ozempic's, even if you're 500 pounds, the most you would lose, and this is if you actually did it correctly, which you're not, you'll still be 500, 400 pounds, Shannon. So, what's that about your health again? Trust me. Oh man. Oh, God help us all. Chantal's a lot smaller than you, Shannon. You'll still be massively overweight and still need bariatric surgery to get that weight off. And then you're going to have all of that skin that you're not going to be able to afford to have taken off. You're going to look stunning if you even get to that point. Because I could see the Ozempic is really bothering you. So I don't see it lasting much longer. But shut up. Don't talk about other people's health or what they're doing.
Unlike Foodie Beauty here, because she didn't want to do the Ozempic because it literally causes you it's not comfortable. If you eat a lot of sugar or fatty foods, it'll make you throw up. That's why she quit being on Ozempic. Because food is more important than her own fucking health.
Says the woman who chain smokes the cheapest, most disgusting cigarettes I've ever seen someone smoke. Cigarette after cigarette after cigarette. And you're going to talk about other people's lack of health?
Okay? I didn't draw no first blood. All right? I know she's using me as a scapegoat, and that's okay. She can use me as a scapegoat all she wants. She's the one who's neglecting her cat. She's the one who wants to continue to let her cat suffer.
Her cat? You lost your children to neglect. Do you understand that? That another family, two other parents are being called mom and dad by your kids, and you're gonna go after Chantal about her fucking cat? Are you serious? How about that guinea pig litter box, Shannon? That was so disgusting. The poop was pouring out of it. Was that neglectful? You think that guinea pig didn't die of neglect? Because he 1000% did.
She's the one who's putting her cat at risks for some serious diseases. Peppermint tea is great for nausea. I got yesterday this ginger tea that was celestial seasonings with probiotics. It's delicious. You don't have to add sugar or anything like that, or any sweetener. It's fine the way it is. By the way, this is a 0 sugar, ginger ale, because I, unlike her, take my health seriously.
Oh, is that so? So then why don't you get up off that couch, that pee-soaked couch, and why don't you try taking a walk around the block or around the house? Miss, I'm so into my health because you're getting Ozempic shots? Okay, all right.
Dramamine is, speaking of Dramamine, I have it right here. I got this Dramamine, and then I got this Advanced Herbals. Advanced Herbals for nausea, ginger chews. Okay. This is how serious Ozempic is.
How serious Ozempic is. I have a friend who's on Ozempic, and she's nowhere near the size Shanny. She's not even close to that big. And she and I get our nails done together. She's just fine. So Ozempic is it's a big medication. Chemotherapy, Shannon. You'd be crying your ass off if you had to go through chemo. Because remember, you lied about having cancer. Remember that? But Ozempic is a really serious drug. Get the fuck out of here.
All right? I can't eat potatoes on it. I can't eat rice on it. I can't really have a lot of pasta on it, or I will vom.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. I do not believe a word that comes out of your fat mouth.
You saw the pics of how my cats were took care of? Yeah, you don't understand. I kept saying that it's been ransacked, but you can continue with this lie that was perpetrated on me for 5 years. Okay? This isn't new news. This is old news. This is 5-year-old news that was introduced to you stupid asses. All right?
As much as people hated you before that stream, before we saw what you had your children living in, that stream of how you left that townhouse made people hate you more than ever. Even watching it now makes me sick.
All right? If you want to bring up my shit from 5 years ago. All right? And by the way, if you're diabetic, the amount of rice you should have is half a cup of rice, not 2 cups like this stupid ass wants to say. See, I've been kind of getting mad at her for about a month and a half, actually, over the bullshit, misinformation she wants to go and put on people over food and diet and shit like that.
Do you know how much untrue nonsense you say during your videos where I have to go and correct you?
I don't do
about
the
1 million.
misinformation thing. What's up, Dashin? How are you, baby? So we're going to continue on with this shit. Play the vid on my part? Yeah, because I don't give a shit about FFG or any of these fucking women. So I'm going to try to play. I want to see what she has to say.
It's super easy. Cameos also make great birthday or special occasion gifts. About what I eat, my weight, my body. So, people on the internet like to get on my case on the daily about what I eat, my weight, my body, etc., etc.
I don't. I never have gotten on your weight or your body. So why are you putting me in the category of these ladies? That's what I want to know.
It's so funny to me that you thought Chantal was your girl, she was your friend, and the whole time she couldn't stand you like the rest of us can't. It's so funny to me. Rejection.
More specifically, there is no group on the internet who loves to talk about my weight and eating habits more than the degenerate reaction channels of Gore World.
But I'm not a reaction channel of Gore World, but yet you put me in the category. Why is that? Why is that? Dash in love? That wasn't dried up cat feces. It was shit from my freezer. All right.
I'm sure it was cat poop because we all saw how you took care of the litter box. And if you think I believe you or Rev are cleaning out the cat's litter boxes when they should really have 2 separate ones, I would be delusional because those animals are completely neglected.
You can go away. Dash and do me a favor. Block anyone who talks shit about my sons.
What sons? You don't have any sons, so you don't even need to block those people because you have no sons. You were just You were just the carrier, and then you were never a mother. You're an egg donor. That's what we call mothers like you, egg donors.
Anything. Because they're just going to spread lies right now. So if you could block them, that'd be nice, my love. Because I'm not going to let people lie about my sons like that. How dare you always bring up people's kids and their parenting.
Again, nothing you have to worry about because you're not anybody's parent. Nobody's parent. They might call you mom, but they have a new mom. She's a nice lady.
When the fact is, Foodie, what have you done to your kids? Your 2 pregnancies you had. You want to talk about parenting and bad parenting while you nixed it out of existence and then whine why you can't have kids. There's a reason God took away your womb.
First of all, what an absolutely deplorable thing to say to any woman, okay? Whether she wanted children or not, her deciding that she wanted to have an abortion, or like you said 2 abortions, that was her choice. And it probably was a good choice because she, I don't believe, could care for a child. I don't think she wants children. You think it's okay to say, thank God he took your womb away? She had cancer, you piece of shit. Unlike yourself. You, unfortunately, God should have taken your womb away before you even stepped foot on this planet. Because you got kids, 2 healthy kids. And what'd you do to them? You lost them. You treated them like garbage. There's videos of your children crying, begging you not to talk about them anymore, or laugh about them, or embarrass them. You were a terrible mother. Terrible. God should have taken your ability to have children away. But you know what? It doesn't matter because those kids had to live through the years of hell with you, but they don't anymore. And now I guess it all worked out for the better because now they're with good people, not pieces of trash like you and Jason. Don't ever say that. Don't compare parenting to an abortion. How dare you? You're disgusting. And you call yourself a feminist? That's a feminist statement? Oh, Shanny, I'm going to have fun with you today.
I'm not a clout chaser, but you can continue on and say that stupid ass shit. I don't need to fucking chase clout. I got my own.
Then you don't know the definition of clout, because if you put your name in the search bar on YouTube, you are infamous for being one of the worst people on YouTube. And the worst mother, and they're all right about you. Sadly, your slow brain confused clout for negative attention and for infamy. You don't know the difference? What clout do you have? Who's sticking up for you, Shannon? Because I don't see anyone.
Back to Foodie. Now you're being nasty. Am I being nasty? I don't give a fuck if I'm being nasty to her. She talked about my kids. She talked about me. We're just talking about cats being spayed. I don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, I know. You're so concerned about her cats and if they're spayed or not, but you can't even afford to feed your own cats. You shouldn't have pets if you can't afford to take care of them.
I didn't intend to get sick. I didn't intend to not be able to do the things that I'm supposed to do as a mother.
You didn't intend to not know how to do what's right for your children? And sick with what? Fibro? Osteoarthritis? Many people in this chat, in this audience, have the same thing and they take care of their kids and their family every single day? Nice try. You couldn't take care of your children not because you were sick, because every time you say sick, it sounds like you are referring to cancer, okay? People with cancer still take care of their kids. My best friend had cancer. Do you think she stopped taking care of her children and called up CPS and said, hey, I just got diagnosed with cancer, so come take my kids because I don't know how I'm going to take care of them now? You never had cancer. You're sad, pathetic, whatever diseases you're going to say you have, which none of us believe, would never have stopped you from taking care of your kids. It was never bad enough where you couldn't take care of your children. On top of that, you had Jason there, who has nothing wrong with him, except the fact that he's a Looney Tune. A Looney Tune that put his hands on your baby, put his hands on your baby, and you chose him over your children. That is your karma. That is what you get. It has nothing to do with being sick and not being able to do what's right as a mother. So take that excuse and shove it up your fat ass because we're tired of hearing it.
People said at least she aborted her kids instead of raising them and them struggling. Oh, really? So me, not knowing I was gonna get sick, I should have killed my kids? What the fuck is wrong with you, you evil son of a bitches?
The reality is that you are just a terrible person and you are a terrible mother and you were one of the people that should have never been able to have children. That's not what that person was saying. That you should have had abortions instead of, not being able to take care of your kids. It wasn't that you couldn't take care of your kids. It's that you didn't want to take care of your kids because you were too busy playing YouTube celebrity with the Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star conspiracy theory palette fame that you had. You were too busy being famous and doing it in OnlyFans next to the rooms that your children were sleeping in, Shannon. Come on!
I don't give a shit about what Rev says. I'm not Rev. Oh, shame, shame, shame. I don't give a shit. She shames mothers and children all the time. All the time she shames mothers and children. And I can't stand up and say something how I feel about it.
Did you forget that you came online and said that you and Jason and CPS and the kids all decided together that this was what was best for them, right? You gave away your kids. Not that you had a choice, but you never even fought for them back. You didn't give a damn about those children. And thank God they were adopted. Chantal choosing to not bring 2 children into the world that she did not want or did not want the responsibility of taking care of, or whatever her reasoning was, is none of your business, and nothing like actually having children, God-given healthy children, and treating them the way you treated your kids. And the damage you did to your kids that they are going to live with for the rest of their lives. They will be telling their significant others and their children and their grandchildren about how horribly they were treated by you and Jason. Trust me. Trust me. As much as they will stick up for you, they know what you did to them. They will never forget it. You damaged those kids for the rest of their lives, and I hope that they get the right counseling to work through it and get some closure, because you don't deserve anything from those kids.
Fuck you.
You are probably asking yourself, well, Foodie Beauty, you also talk about your eating habits and weight online, and they are merely reacting. So what's the problem? Well, dear zombie audience of these reaction channels who all collectively share one.
I'm not part of these reaction channels. I'm not part of Girl World.
Brain cell, I'm glad you asked.
Collectively share one brain cell. Oh, shame on me for shaming her, huh?
No, Shanny has 3 brain cells, and they're fighting. They're fighting. They fight hard every day just to form a sentence. She's got 3 left, folks.
Thank you, still shorty boo-boo girl. If anyone's talking shit about me, you can block them, disrespecting my audience and shit. Okay? What happened to do unto others? Jesus Christ gave me authority to trample over scorpions and snakes. Do you need to see the scripture? So if she's stinging me, I have every authority under Jesus Christ to trample her ass.
Shanny, I don't think that that's how God or Jesus or religion works. I don't think God gives you, permission to bash and harass and make horrific videos and say horrible things about other people.
And she bringing up my kids. I can't defend my kids.
If she brings up my kids, I can't defend my kids. When did you become Southern? I must have missed that. Yes, she can say whatever she wants. Called freedom of speech. You have said plenty of shit about people. You don't like it? Too bad. Your kids don't need defending. They need protection from people like you.
I can't defend my myself over me being a mother? Fuck you too.
You were never a mother. You were an egg donor. That's all you were. You were a baby carrier for 10 months. That's all you were. You were never a mother. Because if you were a mother, none of the things that have happened or have occurred that we have seen would have ever happened. Little story for you guys. My son, my 6-year-old son, was bullied on the bus the other day by 2 kids that live on my block. Feel bad for their parents. But these 2 little boys were hitting him and broke his glasses. And he came off the bus hysterically crying. I lost my ever-living mind. I had the principal calling me, apologizing. I went so insane. I talked to every bus driver that I could get in contact with. I made sure that those kids, I got on the bus, I pointed the kids out, and I made sure to put the fear of God in those children. And then I walked to their parents' home. I spoke to them about what happened. I was very respectful about it because it was not their fault. However, they raised their children like little bullies, but whatever. And I handled it. That's what moms do. It's like mama bear mode. You lack that. You never cared. If any man laid his hands on my kids, he would be gone. You, again, chose Jason over your children, and that's why people have no respect for you, and that's why you'll never be a mother. You'll be forever known as the egg donor.
Tell you what is wrong with them criticizing my weight and eating habits.
I don't criticize your weight and eating habits. And you know what? Maybe people need to criticize your weight and eating habits. Stop acting like you're some victim when you fucking popped off at me for just talking about cats needing to be spayed.
First off, they offer no valid criticism. All they do is spew hate and self-projection.
Criticism, hate, and self-projection? No, I don't. What am I self-projecting right now? I'm telling you to stop your fucking shit going after parents and their children, which you do quite frequently, and it pisses me the fuck off because for 5 fucking years, that's been happening to me, and then you bring that shit up. I mean, this very title, Obese Women Being Hypocrites. You're a hypocrite! You're a hypocrite! You should forgive and bless thy enemy? Stop telling me how to frickin' utilize my faith, first of all.
Your faith is bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I know people who have true faith in God and they don't behave anything like you. Nothing. They are actually the opposite of how you behave. Because no one would get this upset over some YouTube drama and be talking about people going to hell and God and shut up. You are no one to... Isn't it in the Bible not to judge people, Shannon? So if this person did all this to you, aren't you supposed to turn the other cheek, Miss Bible? Give me a break. No one thinks of you as a religious, good Christian. You're a terrible person and everyone sees it. And if anyone is burning in hell, it's you, sweetie pie.
I'll forgive when I'm ready to forgive her. When she says sorry. How can you forgive someone when they don't say sorry?
Didn't God say, forgive thy enemy? Isn't that a pretty well-known saying? So, forgiving someone, because I've had to do it, is not for that person. It's for you. You forgive people for your own self. And you forgive people because God told us to forgive people. Forgive thy enemy. So you, Shanny for Christ, who talks about religion so much and God and your magical powers, you're a prophet and all this other nonsense, you are the biggest hypocrite. Here you are screaming hypocrite. Have you taken a look at how you behave and yet you think that you're a Christian who anyone takes seriously? You're vile and horrible to people. Honey, maybe you were misguided somewhere, but no God I know of would think that your behavior is what he would want.
My God.
Let's start with Yabba from the YouTube Underground.
I don't care about
This
Yabba.
reactor. Right.
That'll
Comparison.
Where am I?
Wife, Scamantha, right? Wanting a
You're still
Snickers?
on Yabba. Fucking
Okay.
talking shit about
Don't wear
Yabba.
it.
Probably talking about her kids
Don't wear
too.
Shit, and move on.
There you
fucking
go.
whore stops wearing it, you know?
I'm confused. Why?
Right. Let's cleanse our palates from that shit and move on to another hypocrite.
How am I a hypocrite?
How are you a hypocrite? Oh, more ways than I have time to even say, but you are the biggest. Your name should be Shannon Hypocrite Dornbush. Okay?
Shanny for Satan. This
Oh, you're gonna call me Shanny for Satan? What you do? Get this information from G-Man, a fucking liar and stalker of mine? So let me get this. You're talking shit about all these reaction channels and how they talk shit about you while going to my reaction channels who talk shit and lie about me. Ain't that something?
It's so funny because you were so far up Chantal's arse that it was pathetic, and you really thought she was your friend. She wasn't, Shannon. People don't like you. Got it? Have you figured it out yet? Do you think it has anything to do with the way that you behave that makes people find you repulsive? Maybe you need to take some time to look inside. Or maybe watch your own videos and then you ask yourself, if I was watching this person behave this way, how would I feel about them? Maybe you need to watch your own stuff. You thought Chantal was your friend and she showed everyone that she's not, that you're a hypocrite and she wants nothing to do with you.
Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Weather guy, go to hell, man. I don't give a shit if I'm not being very Christian right now. Guess what? I'm not a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that I am saved by his grace and his grace alone. I don't like being part of Christians because they're hypocritical pieces of shit who just want to judge people and put them in a little fucking box and say, you're never going to go to heaven. You know what G-Man lied about. Everything.
I don't know G-Man personally. Him and I have crossed paths just throughout the years, just, in different ways. But I don't know him. I've never spoken to him directly. But I could pretty much bet my life on one thing. I don't think G-Man's a liar. I think that G-Man dimed you guys out and told everyone the truth, and you're just going to call it a lie because you're going to call it a lie because you don't want to admit that he's telling the truth, but he's really the only one who has seen you two and the boys in real life and had a relationship with you. I don't think he's lying about one thing he has said about you and Jason. I don't think G-Man is a liar. And I'm just going to sit, that's my statement. I don't know a lot about G-Man. I don't know him personally, but I do not think he lies. I think he tells the truth, and you don't like that because you don't want everyone knowing what really happened.
Thank you, Deanne Rose. My ride and die. My ride and die.
Oh my God, I can't believe I have to explain this. It's ride or die, meaning I'm going to ride with you to the death. Like, I am your ride or die. I am your best friend. I am the closest person to you. I will be with you by your side until we are parted by death. That is a ride or die. Someone who will go through everything with you right by your side. It's not ride and die. Okay, right? Because we're all going to die, but we don't all ride for each other. So, how do you... Oh man, Shannon. It's ride or die. It's ride or die, not ride and die. Sorry, I just had to point that out.
I was going to be Foodie's ride and die until she brought up my kids.
An expression used in reference to any friend, family member, or romantic partner who will always stick by your side, who will ride or die with you to the end. Okay? Just had to point that out to you.
This woman has too much of a history to go over, such as child neglect, making OnlyFans content while her autistic son is in the other room.
I don't have any history of child neglect, actually.
Oh my God. The delusion, the deluluness of this woman is insane. She has no history of neglect. Then why were your kids taken, Shannon? Explain to us. I can't wait to hear this.
None. What I do have a history of is people claiming child neglect and calling CPS, and then CPS coming over and seeing that nothing that they said was true.
Oh my God. So you guys all know that Rev did what he did to Zachary, but like those boys were underweight. They hadn't had their hair cut. They were dirty. You saw what they were sleeping like. Like, you didn't neglect them? Does she really believe that? Like, that it was okay how those kids were raised and how disgusting she let them live? Like, those, when I look at the sheets on that bed that little boy slept on every night, it breaks my heart. Like, I would never, I don't care what I had to do, I would never let my kids live like that. And she didn't have to. They had money. They could have had nice rooms. She's such a horrible person.
You know how FFG harasses you, bitch? Guess what? People do that to me too. But you gotta throw that in. What was the other one? Oh yeah, making OnlyFans content with her autistic son in the other room. You know parents have sex in their bedroom, right? What difference does it make if it's on a recorded or it's recorded?
The difference, you stunod, is that two parents engaging in, the deed in their bedroom, in the privacy of their home while their children are asleep, is very different than making an OnlyFans, which is public and can be found on a very, how do I word this? A very popular corn site that ends in hub. You can put in Shanny and Rev's name in the search on that site and find all of their OnlyFans for free. So if it's a little different when you've just made a, video with your partner, than it being public and you having children in school. I don't even know if they were in school. Were they in school? Either way, it's accessible by other kids. So other kids could see their parents having relations and recording it and putting it on OnlyFans and getting paid for it. You don't see the difference? Then you're dumber than you look. Hey, Shanny, how would you have liked it when you were a teenager and Betty and Joe were getting it on in the other room and recorded it and it was all over the damn internet? How would you feel?
Okay, at nighttime, I'm gonna have sex. I just want to know all the parents out here. How many parents have had sex in their bedroom when the bedroom's next to their child? Raise your hand.
Do not compare a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend who have children who have relations in their bedroom to having an OnlyFans, okay? Making corn for the public is a little different than just having relations with your partner in the bedroom next to your children, Shannon.
How many parents have had sex in their bedroom with their child in the bedroom next to them? How many parents? How many parents? Come on, raise your hand. If you've had sex when your child was in the household, raise your hand. Come on.
Listen to her. She really thinks she has a point here. She really thinks she has a point. She really doesn't see the difference between what her and Rev did as compared to other couples.
Come on. We damn well know we've all had sex with our children in our households. The fact that she wants to shame me for OnlyFans when she's done OnlyFans too is really fucking dumb. Or how she likes to say, the R word.
She's not shaming you for doing OnlyFans. She's shaming you for doing it while your children were in the next room. She's shaming you for doing it with having kids at all. She doesn't have that problem. She can do an OnlyFans because she doesn't have any kids that she has to worry about seeing it. And you know why she doesn't? Because she chose to have those children. She chose to have an abortion. So she can do whatever the hell she wants, and it will not affect any child on this planet because she didn't have any, and she never will. You did. That's the point. Stop pretending like you don't know what she means, because you 100% do. Because I can't possibly believe someone could be that stupid and that unself-aware.
Dumbass.
And also taking back the man who abused her autistic child after he got out of jail for doing so. But
just real quick, I think it's funny how she has the screen like this because people were picking up on things in the background and pointing out how it's the same as Uncle Tommy's house stuff, and she has the screen like this now. I just find that too coincidental for her not to have done it on purpose.
See, they say abuse. They always say abuse. He hit him.
So hitting would be abuse. Physical abuse involves any intentional act causing injury or trauma by way of bodily contact, which can include hitting. Hitting, Shannon. That's abuse. Hitting someone is abuse. Got it? He had no right to put his hands on your child for any reason whatsoever. Now, for the parents who believe in spanking and all of that, I will never tell anyone how to raise their children. I have personally never, ever, in 16 years almost, have laid a hand on either of my children. I can't. I don't believe in it. I don't agree with it. And it would literally break my soul to physically harm either of my children. So whether you agree with that or not, however you run things in your household, if it works for you, fine. Don't abuse and neglect your children. But that's not even his son. He had no business putting his hands or his feet on him, and he did anyway. Hitting is abuse, Shannon. Look it up.
He hit him for doing something he wasn't doing during a bipolar episode. It was a mental health problem. He was in jail for 13 days. I wasn't intending to get back with him. At all. And I'm not with him anymore.
Yeah, okay. Sure you're not.
Okay, I took him back because he sincerely said sorry and had me look at his medical papers and all of that stuff and showed me that it wasn't actually really his fault because he can go into psychotic moments in his life.
So if he can have psychotic moments in his life due to his mental health, then why? And he went to jail for this outburst, this physical violent outburst. Why is he not on a mental health medication, Shannon? You want to explain that? Because he's not on anything for his bipolar that he doesn't have. He's not on any medication. So what's to stop him from flipping out and having a psychiatric breakdown and hurting you or someone else? Your story doesn't make sense. He did it because he's a POS. That's why he did it. We've seen how he talks to your children. He's disgusting. He has said on the drive from Colorado to Pennsylvania, the trip from hell, that he would beat him up if he didn't keep the cat on his lap. Don't act. That story, get rid of it because none of us buy it. A psychiatric break. Give me a break. There's no excuse for hitting a child. Period.
That's why I left him. Because I can't do it anymore. I need my peace. You dig?
Oh, you need your peace. You dig? What if he still had that $750,000, Shannon? Would you need your peace then?
And you want to talk about a man smacking someone when you took Nader back how many fucking times?
Speaking as someone who's a domestic violence survivor, I can tell you that it's extremely difficult to leave your abuser. And if you knew anything about DV, I took a whole class on DV victims, and because I was one. I'm not a victim of anything. I'm a survivor of it, if I'm anything, but it's extremely hard to leave your abuser. And you don't shame people who've been abused domestically by saying that. That's disgusting and shows how ignorant you are. It's not that easy to just leave someone. It's not. And I've been through it with 2 different men. So don't you dare sit there and say, how many times did you take Nader back? Rev wasn't putting his hands on you. You put your hands on Rev. And how many times did he take you back? He put his hands on your child. There is no excuse good enough. I don't care if he said he was sorry. I don't care if it was a mental breakdown. I don't give a shit what it was. He had no business putting his hands on your little boy, your innocent little boy that God gave you. Shanny, for Christ. You're disgusting.
After he abused the shit out of you? You want to talk about abuse of a child when you've had 2 abortions?
Shanny, you can't compare putting your hands on a child to a woman deciding to not bring a child into the world. That is not abuse. A woman's choice to not have a child via a D&C is not comparable to having a child and then putting your hands and feet on them and punishing them physically. There is no comparison. None. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Honey, you're the biggest murderer, abusive bitch out there. Don't come and judge me, okay? My kids are still alive. Yours are dead.
Well, you'd have to be born to die, right? Her children were never born. She didn't murder anyone, and her kids aren't unalived because of anything she did. Her kids were never born. Do you not know how DNCs work, Shannon? Miss Medical Field? You have a lot of nerve. You have a lot of nerve. You really do. Because I think about, and I'm not going to open up a whole topic on abortion. I'm not going to give you my opinion. I don't talk about things like that because it's just, it starts things that I don't think are appropriate to talk about. Just in my opinion, I don't want to talk about it. But she decided, okay, I am pregnant. I do not want to have a child, and I'm not going to. I'm going to have this procedure done. You're going to compare that to child abuse? Like, I'm sorry. Where is the comparison? You have to be born to die, Shannon.
See how she keeps bringing up my children? No, hidden is not abuse. It's discipline. I didn't like it.
Well, then I suggest you look up abuse because I just did, and I just sort of showed you how it's a Healthline article that physical abuse includes hitting, okay?
What he paid for, and he served his time.
He served his time? He was in jail for 13 days, Shannon. If a man ever kicked or put his hands on either one of my children, he would be underneath the jail, or he would just disappear. And I'm not going to go any further into that. But he would just disappear from this planet. That's what I would do.
The real creme de la creme is when she recently went on a rant about my dieting and eating habits, claiming she is working on herself and I am not doing anything to help myself.
No, you're not doing anything to help yourself. Shall we show the hours and hours of you eating yourself to an early grave?
Is this the same woman who just ate an entire pizza by herself without even giving her boyfriend a slice of it, like not even a month or 3 weeks ago?
That's the creme de creme? It's me criticizing your eating habits? Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. You're the one who came after me first. And now you're talking like you're some kind of victim. You're not a victim.
Says the queen of victimhood. You are not a victim, but I'm a victim of everything. You name it, Shanny's a victim of it. You name anything, she's been victimized.
Certainly not with me, you're not a victim. Honey, you're the perpetuator. You're the abuser. You're the bully. I'm just sticking up for myself from a hateful, evil woman like you who uses Islam as an excuse to be around a man who wants to fuck other women.
Oh, kind of how Jason wanted to be with other women when he was with you because you were the only thing he's ever been with. And he definitely wanted to be with other women. You caught him multiple times. So who are you to say anything? Hypocrite.
It's like you tried to force yourself on Nate, or you're trying to buy another man, and it's never gonna work. Because guess what? I guarantee he thinks I'm prettier than you.
Oh, I don't think so. I think he probably prefers a woman with all of her teeth. But what a disgusting thing to say to another woman. I bet your man thinks I'm prettier than you. Okay, Shannon. Time for you to take a good look in the mirror. The mirror.
And he loves his big boobied women. Because it's not the truth. It's spreading lies.
Shanny, you literally cannot stand up. You cannot wipe your ass.
You see how she's being an ableist here?
No, that's not being ableist. That's a fact. You can't stand up. And we all heard Rev wipe your behind on live because you guys forgot to mute it. It's a fact. It's a fact.
I can't stand up. I cannot wipe my ass. At least I don't shit my pants in Thailand after gorging a bunch of fucking 7-Eleven food and sitting in it and then wearing the same thing for days after I shitted in my fucking outfit. Like you. You couldn't even take a shower with your shitty ass.
If you guys haven't seen it, I'll find it for you. Just say in the comments, find me the video. But I have a video of Shanny crying because she smoked so much marijuana that she shitted herself.
You sit there all day making excuses yourself.
What excuses am I making? I ain't making no excuses. I'm doing the thing that you should be doing, but you decided not to do it because you'd rather stuff food in your mouth.
As to why you are too disabled to take care of your own children.
I make excuses to why I'm too disabled to take care of my children. Woman! Having arthritis all over your body isn't an excuse.
It's absolutely an excuse, okay? You all know I have lupus. I have days where I can't get out of my bed, but I have to because I have 2 children. It is 100% an excuse. Arthritis is not, I have arthritis all throughout my body, so I better call CPS and have them come take my kids and rehome them. It doesn't work like that. Toughen up. You weakling, you're weak. That's all you'll ever be. That's all you'll ever be is just a weak, pathetic, sad human being who does not care about anyone, including her children, but herself. That's who you are.
Okay? And I don't spend every day of my life giving excuses on why I can't take care of my children. I know I can't take care of my children. But it doesn't even matter with that. It don't even matter with that. I don't use excuses on why I'm too disabled for it. I know I'm disabled. What the fuck you expect? Like someone breaks in the house, I can't walk right. My kids are in the house. How am I supposed to defend them? Okay? I can't drive anymore because my ankle can't move right because of the osteoarthritis.
No. You don't drive because you can't fit behind the steering wheel. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I 100% mean that. She cannot fit behind a steering wheel, which is why I doubt she has a license. But she can't drive a car because she's of her immense size, not because of her ankles having such arthritis that she can't press the gas or the brake pad. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? It's your ankles. That's why I don't drive. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're 600 freaking pounds.
So how am I supposed to get my kids anywhere if I can't drive?
There's this really cute, there's actually 2 of them app. It's called Uber and Lyft. And do you think there aren't other parents out there that don't drive but still have to take care of their kids? There's probably plenty of them.
Would you shame a paralyzed person? Because
Paralyzed? I'm sorry I keep interrupting. I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up. You are not paralyzed. You are not paralyzed. No, we went from disabled to paralyzed.
They have kids and they like, I need someone to help me with my kids. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You don't know what you are talking about. Shame me. I don't use excuses. Okay? I have osteoarthritis and fibromyalgia, and it's one of the most painful fucking existences that you could ever think of.
While I believe it's very painful, it is 1000% still an excuse. There's other people out there with the same issues as you that still get up every day and do what they have to do. Also, I don't know where you're going with this, Shannon, but I don't like it.
Very debilitating shit.
Meanwhile, I've seen women in wheelchairs with no limbs take better care of their kids. You have zero room to educate anyone on any type of care themselves.
What women in wheelchairs do you know taking care of their kids, Foodie? Name names.
Well, it says right here, yes, it's possible to properly care for your children even if you are in a wheelchair. Look at that. Seems like it is possible because the internet says so, Shanny. Try again.
Bullshitter. You're full of shit. I guarantee the wheelchair lady has people helping her with her kids. Because medical professionals will tell you that. Social workers will tell you that. You're full of shit and you're lying through your teeth just to try to get to me. I know you too well. You don't know me as much as I know you, girl.
That's because you stalked her every video because you thought you guys were buddies and friends, and she apparently didn't feel the same way about you. I wonder why.
Know that.
Or pets. Let's hear what this other skinny queen has to say. Yalla.
Right.
Oh, I need to have my snacks. I need to have my snacks. I need to go and eat. I need to go and eat. People need to eat. Then eat properly. Or shut the fuck up about this diet and shit. Because what you're doing is you're damaging people. And you're giving false information out to people who are actually trying to fucking fix their lives.
She's trying to fix her life.
There's me talking shit to you now. I am trying to fix my life. I want to be able to walk again without severe fucking pain. I want to be able to lose weight and feel good in my skin again. Which I have been. Because I ain't giving up this Ozempic thing like you, Foodie. Chantal! All you do is fucking eat, Chantal. You don't try to take care of yourself. You're on a fucking diet for 2 days that we know of.
Okay.
While you're getting chips every couple days. Getting chocolate.
Yeah.
Slathering all your food in fucking cream, cheese, butter, fucking shit. And neglect. You neglect your own ass.
Uh-huh.
Every day you're neglecting your ass. Every day you're not taking care of yourself. Every day you're giving your audience excuse after excuse and after excuse and giving people who have actual problems. Now I know why she said I give excuses for my my disabilities. Now I know why she said that. You didn't like what I said, did you, Foodie? Because you know what I'm saying is true. That's on you, girl. Information and putting their lives in danger.
That's rich coming from you, Shanny.
That's rich coming from you, Shanny. That was as fake. That's so fake, girl. That laugh is so fake. Do you know how disingenuous you're coming off?
I don't think that Chantal was trying to be genuine in that statement. I think she was mocking you. So she was genuinely mocking you.
As rich as the butter and cream I use in my cooking. All right, now the most obvious fat hypocrite of Gore World is none other than the potato.
All right, that's the end of me, I guess. That's all you got? That's all you got is a big old nothing burger. That's all you got is a nothing burger. Yeah, Foodie said she was being phony about the cameo. Guess what, Beezers? That means she's phony with all of you too, because I am a Beezer. I just talked about a cat being spayed, but she wanted to bring it. She wanted to be big old tough Chantal.
Yeah, Shanny, I think you're just salty because you thought that you had like this connection to her because you're in the girl world. And I think that you realize that Chantal feels about you the way the rest of us do. We don't like you.
Oh no, someone's talking something that's regarding my subject. I'm gonna be all narcissistical and I'm gonna go and hurt someone. Speaking of which, the reason why I contacted Chantal on Cameo was because I wanted to give her support.
You didn't give her a cameo because you wanted to give her support. You could have gone in and given her a Cash App. You wanted people to think that you guys were friends. You did it with other like D-list celebrities that no one cares about. You did it because you think that because you were in Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star's conspiracy palette video that you are famous. Silly.
I wanted to tell her to keep doing her, and she can lose weight, and she can. Because I did. Dude, before I got on the Ozempic, I lost 20 pounds by myself without Ozempic.
Oh, Shannon, if you lost 20 pounds by yourself, you would have been talking about it. And yeah, when people are the size you are and you're not getting DoorDash as much because you guys are broke, yeah, you're going to lose weight quickly and in large amounts quickly, and that's going to stop. Trust me. I've watched my 600-pound life. I know my stuff. I'm just kidding.
Now that I'm on Ozempic, I'm going to lose even more because I'm living a clean life.
Oh, I didn't know living a clean life involved smoking cigarettes and drinking soda and eating absolute garbage. I didn't know that. New
Food
knowledge.
intake has been very clean for the last few months. So, and I stayed on the plan. I worked hard to do it.
You have never worked hard at anything in your entire life, okay? You couldn't work hard on... The only thing you ever worked hard on is spending money and eating. That's it.
Does she ever support me? No. Every single time someone talks shit about me, she talks shit back at me. And I still supported her ass.
Then who's the moron, Shannon?
She pretended to when she was here, Jess. I don't take sides, just what I saw. Exactly. When she came in my room, she was acting all friendly and loving me. And I'm not going to give Foodie a hug box, especially when it comes to my kids and my parenting and me seeing her go after other people's kids and their parenting. She was treated well in this community. She was. I've given that girl so much of my time, my energy, sticking up to her from monsters. All right? Exactly, Jess, I am going to lose the weight, and I'm going to show her how it's done. I'm going to be the first girlie to lose the weight.
No, you're not. No, you're definitely not. I can predict 2 years from now, you are the same size you are now. You don't understand how you've never followed through with anything you've ever said you were going to do. Ever. Not once. So why would we think that you would follow through with this? You're not going to be the first girlie to lose all the weight. Maybe you should worry more about getting a job and learning how to support yourself and getting up off your ass and getting the right help and going to the right doctors and actually doing the work it takes to be a healthy person. Like, I don't understand. I really just don't understand this woman on any level or how she could attack another woman so viciously when she was just completely kissing her ass not even 2 weeks ago. Like, Chantal was God 2 weeks ago.
And strut it and flaunt it and be proud of myself that I did it and I am doing it.
I'll believe that when I see it. Okay, there? Settle down. Because you're talking big, you're writing a big check that your mouth can't cash. Okay?
Unlike you, I'm not going to quit Ozempic because it makes my tummy feel ill. Unlike you, I'm not going to quit Ozempic because I want to shovel food in my mouth. I'm not a binge eater. Never was. I'm just a woman who suffers from debilitating arthritis and fibromyalgia. And it's hard for me to move.
Oh, another I'm a woman struggling with, but I notice how you left breast cancer out of this one this time. It's interesting, huh?
Very hard for me to move. Very painful experience. My bones are locked up. My ankles are fused.
No, your ankles aren't fused. Your cankles, your feet are holding up so much weight that your cankles are in full effect. No, wrong. Fused would mean that they were surgically fused together or you were born with them fused. Maybe you should learn what fused means.
My knees are disintegrating. My hips are constantly clicking out of place. You know how painful that is? My back is always sore. My shoulders are always hurting. Every day, I'm hurting. 24 hours, I'm hurting. Every day, severe pain.
Now, speaking as someone who does feel severe pain, not all the time, but when I have a lupus flare, it hurts a lot, like this, like what she's describing. Does she look like she's in immense pain to any of you with her head bobbing around and her tough talk? She doesn't look like she's in pain to me. Is it just me?
And you know what my prognosis is? It's only going to get worse through time. In 10 years, I'm going to have a double hip replacement surgery.
I guarantee you, if a doctor said that to you, that is because of your weight, Shannon, not fibro, not osteoarthritis. You're 600 pounds on your skeletal system. I've said it 1,000 times. Your problems are because of your size. And if you were in so much agonizing pain, you would have done anything by now, which would have included dieting and getting up and trying to walk and trying to get further a little bit every day and doing whatever you could to get this immense pain that is caused by your weight off of your body. That is what you would do if this was true. You're not in that much pain. You're a lazy fat woman who refuses to do the right thing. You've been on Ozempic for what, 2 weeks? You act like you lost 300 pounds. Sit down there.
Do you know how painful that is? You know how hard it is to recover from that, foodie? Okay? I didn't eat myself to be like this. I've been disabled. So my
You're not disabled.
doctor has been trying to figure out with me for, God, what 3 years now? How to get shit going. And I'm going to continue to go. And I'm going to continue to move forward. And I'm going to continue to take care of myself. And I'm going to continue to take care of my sons. And I'm going to continue to do what I need to do to make myself happy, make my sons happy, and be at peace.
The best thing you could do for your sons is to leave them the hell alone and let them live and heal from the trauma that you put them through their entire lives. Leave them alone. You're a poison to those children. A poison.
All you do is think about yourself.
Are you serious right now? Are you kidding? Who do you care about other than yourself?
I don't. I want to live for my sons. If my sons get married, I want to be there and be able to stand and dance with them at their weddings.
Gee, I wonder who will do the mother-son dance. I wonder if it will be you or their actual mother that's taking care of them right now. You'll be lucky if you're even invited.
All right? Lisa, get the hell out of here. Nobody wants you in here. You're just a scamming bitch who lies about people. No. I ain't weighing myself until next time I go to the doctor, which is in 2 months. I'm keeping that little secret.
Did someone ask her to get on a scale? Is that what just happened? Did someone just ask her to prove that she lost all this weight? And I'm not weighing myself for 2 months. I'm going to keep it a secret. What's the starting weight? Can we know that? Because it's 2 months. You could say you lost 50 pounds. We don't know the starting weight. You are so full of, you know what, your eyes should be brown. It's hysterical. In 2 months, you're going to the doctor? Okay, we'll wait 2 months to get a scale reading on you then, Shan.
For now. And the reason why I do this is because I don't want to stress myself out weighing myself every day or every week. and wondering what's going on. No, 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 no. I want to surprise myself with all the hard work I've been doing on myself.
So, wait a minute. You haven't even weighed yourself? You have no idea what you weigh? You're not keeping track? So how do you know you lost 20 pounds if you don't weigh yourself? Like, hold on. This is a surprise for yourself, but you can't, you don't have one of those fancy scales the other girls have. You have a regular scale that you can't fit your body on. That's the truth. You have no idea what you weigh. And, you just caught yourself in another lie because you just said you don't weigh yourself. You're going to the doctor in 2 months and you'll see how much hard work. So you're going to wait. So you have no idea of tracking if you're doing it correctly, if you're actually losing weight, if it's working. Does any of that make sense to anyone? Am I overreacting? That's ridiculous, Shannon. You sound ridiculous. You will never not be a large Marge. Get over it.
I'll wait for 2 months. In 2 months, I'll take my weight. I'll take even a little picture and let you guys know. Because I know I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to do this. Unlike you, Foodie Beauty, I guarantee I'll be a skinny queen way before you are. Because see, you want to keep shoveling food down your fucking gullet. You need your constant trough.
I can't believe the hypocrisy that is coming out of her mouth right now. Are you kidding?
To eat from. You need your rice. We got a lot of rice. That's not good for a diabetic. You should only have a half a cup. My blood sugar levels are so high today. Well, maybe it's the candy bars you ate.
Now, I don't know Chantal. I don't know her. I know a little bit about her. I know the basics that pretty much everyone knows, but I don't know all the ins and outs of everything. I stopped watching her a long time ago. But I just realized that Chantal has a binge disorder. So her weight issues are due to a mental disorder. A binge disorder is just as severe as any other eating disorder. So who's being ableist, Shannon? Because you're shaming her for eating and being, whatever she's doing, but she has a disorder, a mental disorder that makes her want to binge eat. So who's the ableist? Who's the one judging who? See what you're doing? See how you can say that about how everyone should respect your mental health and, blah, 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 but you're not respecting this person's mental health. That's a mental disorder. So you literally just wasted your entire time making this video at her because you're shaming her for something she has no control over. Just like you don't have control over the things going wrong with your body. You're a hypocrite.
Don't lie about me and my sons. You don't know what you're talking about. Get off my channel. Like I said, you bring up my son, I'm going to...
Can I ask where the hell this southern accent comes from out of nowhere? I love when the accents change. We've gone from tough girl from the hood to southern. Stop.
Fuck you. My sons deserve privacy. My sons don't need to be having their personal business out on the internet and be exploited for views.
Oh, do I need to pull up the video of your son crying, saying I don't want to be put on the internet, and her laughing about him pulling his brother's pants down and him literally begging you and saying it's not funny, I don't want to be put on the internet? Remember that? Because I could pull that video up if anyone needs me to.
Like you fuckers like doing to me all the fucking time. Okay? Stop exploiting people's children and their parenting for your views. Got it?
Here's the clincher though. You're not parenting anyone because you are no longer in custody of your children. So what the F are you talking about? You are no one's parent anymore, and you're not parenting anyone.
Okay? Right now, Foodie, you're getting money by exploiting my family. And then you bitch and complain about your family being exploited when you think it's okay to exploit my family? And here you are talking about obese women being hypocrites. Is it about, are you projecting there? Are you the hypocritical obese woman that's being talked about? I wonder. Because I did shit to you. I was keeping my mind. I was keeping my business. I was keeping what I thought about these things to myself because I didn't want to discourage you. I didn't want to hurt you. Now I don't give a shit because you're exploiting my family for your money in your pocket. Don't ever come to another person and talk about your family being exploited again when you exploited my family. Don't ever come to me and talk about being a parent when you never even gave yourself a chance to be a parent and God took your womb for it. Okay? Remember that. Allah took your womb. Allah took your womb.
And this is a woman who claims to believe in God and religion and Jesus Christ. Like, are you kidding? You know how sick you have to be to say something like that? Over what? Over what? Some YouTube drama? You are disgusting. Absolutely disgusting to say that to any woman, that God took their womb from them so they couldn't have children, is so vile. I don't care what the circumstance or the context is. It's disgusting.
Inshallah. Peace and Maranatha.
Well, that was absolutely abhorrent and disgusting. And I know that I'm far behind on what's going on now because I know she's put other videos up, but I haven't gotten there yet because I barely just got this one up. But that was disgusting. I don't care what goes on between two people or what was said or whatever, but like, it's more Shanny is so hurt that Chantal didn't want to be her friend, that this was her way of just destroying her and saying the worst things she could possibly say, and your boyfriend thinks I'm pretty, or your husband, or I literally know nothing about Chantal, or her husband thinks she's pretty, and really? Like what are you, fucking 15 years old? Like, your boyfriend, your husband thinks I'm pretty. Like, no, I don't think he does, because you're not. And I just think that's gross. Like, whatever. I like, have your get back video. You know what I mean? If Chantal made a video about Shanny and Shanny, this is her reaction, she has every right to react. If someone makes a video about you or says something about you have every right to defend yourself and react. But to go as low as that, like what she said about the abortions and the I kill, oh God, I can't even say it, unalived, and children, and all these horrible things, it is so gross. Like, it was just so disgusting. She's so awful. It's like, and you wonder why no one has any sympathy for you. And you wonder why everyone thinks you're a liar, because you lied through this whole video. I don't believe anything she says at all. At all. Like, not that whole thing about the scale, but I lost 20 pounds on my own, but the Ozempic I've lost more, but I don't know, I'm going to let it be a surprise. Like, what are you talking about? Where, you're going to let your weight loss be a surprise? Like, I just don't, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. I am speechless. This woman has lost her mind. So, I love you guys. Hit the like on the way out. I gotta go. I love you.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement.